Junie. This is the book Mommy wanted me to read to you called The Tiny Seed by Carle. I have this one and it's all packed away in a box. So I went to the library and I got it. And look at, this is so funny. So here it has the title page, The Tiny Seed by Carle. And then it has the first page of the book. And then it has all this information from the library. And then it has part of the book, the story, the picture. So it's a little goofed up, but that's okay. So, The Tiny Seed by Carle. It was autumn. A strong wind was blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? There they go. There go the seeds. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Do you see the tiny seed? Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. Can you see the tiny seed? One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot go down, or it cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very, very low, but the wind pushes it on with all the others. Can you see the tiny seed? There is one. The desert and the ocean. Finally, the wind stops and the seed falls gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It's so small that the bird does not see it. Do you see the tiny seed? Oh, Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they're going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a white, soft blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for its lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Whoa, the tiny seed. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by. The sun shines, rain falls, the seeds grow so round and so full that they start to burst open a little. Now they're not seeds anymore, they're plants. First, they send roots down into the earth, and their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There's another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from the other small new plants, and the little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It's too little. Will it be too late? Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in the springtime. One child doesn't see the plants and he runs along and he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. He smooshed it. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. But what is happening? First, there are footsteps. A shadow looms over them. A hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Someone picked the beautiful flower. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. It's summer now. The tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It's taller than the people. It's taller than the trees. It's taller than the house. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It's the tallest flower they've ever seen. It is a giant flower. Whoa! All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it's autumn again. The days grow shorter and the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries off the yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. The end. No more words. I hope you had fun listening to the story. I love you. I miss you.